told you once, well I told you all twice that this is the start of our demise. 1, 2. The blood has spilled onto our hands. The drugs they drip coursing through our veins. Violence, violence, show your face. Show me we're all the same. Violence, beautiful violence, break my face. And it's broken anyway.
Yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy New Year. Uh, Unfortunately, I'm starting my new year a little down bad, but, getting over it as we go. Regardless, I hope you guys start your new year off great, learn from the prior year and move forward. If you had a bad year last year, make this year a good year. With all that said, see chats popping off. We got decent viewing today. Always love to see it. Fox, I still don't have a wife for you, man. I still don't have a wife for you. Alex, what's up, man? Omar, Harry, what's up, T Dub? Hey, hey. Oh yeah, thanks for the intro. So, shout out to my one of my old childhood friends. He has a band out, and they just moved to California. They're called the Hunting Project. I think he's changing the name, and he's flying solo now. Feel free to check him out. He's on Spotify. The link is somewhere in the description below. Yeah, the alerts. So I had alerts at 46.2. I'm actually going to remove it because I think it's going to go off a lot. For those of you that are in Discord or on Twitter and saw my post earlier, I did end up longing at 45,850. Not a crazy big long. I'm going to go over like why it's not crazy big, why I'm longing, and overall I'm still bearish. I'm bearish until we can consistently break 60K with good volume. If Bitcoin breaks over 52K, I do think alts are going to shoot for the moon. I don't think there's enough buying and volume to keep Bitcoin over 60K, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, let's look at the total charts real quick. So I'm going to do the daily view instead of the weekly view. Normally, if you're not new here, I go over the weekly view. I'm going over the daily view today because I see something really interesting, and we're actually making a higher low here. This also looks like a very nice double bottom. Volume's a little weird on the total chart, but just looking at chart patterns, this is a very nice double bottom. We've held, this decent support level here, and it's not going to be perfect because this is all of crypto. Crypto moves. There's thousands of coins. It's going to move in many different directions. Things aren't going to be as clear. But what it does look to me is like the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin's also showing a double bottom right now. Could this double bottom play out? Sure. Could it break down further? Sure. We're still making lower highs. Although we have one higher low, we are still making lower highs in general, and we need to pay attention to that. So overall, total, still below macro support, still below our large macro resistance here, or what used to be support, but slowly making a bullish reversal pattern. If we can get over 2.4, 2.5 trill, we will definitely reverse and continue back up, or at least at the minimum, I would expect a retest of this downward line. If we retest and reject, that is extremely bearish, and I do expect us to absolutely dump and possibly make a double top and go down. I don't want to go over every single potential. There's hundreds of them or thousands of them. But for right now, I'm paying attention to this area. If we flip this, turn it into support, that is medium-term bullish. And I'd say as a swing trade, definitely good for a swing trade. So total 2, same thing. I mean, total 2 is Ethereum and the altcoins, showing a higher low, still lower highs in general, but making that higher low, making that nice double bottom pattern, things are looking aight. Total 3, again, same thing, needs to flip this area and make it support, making a higher low. So far, short-term bullish. Medium-term, still bearish, and long-term, definitely looking more bearish as we continue to reject this resistance level that we once previously broke. If you guys don't know, when you break a resistance level and then lose it, and now it so it goes from resistance to support, and now it's going from support to resistance. That's generally a sign that there's exhaustion and we're going to sell off. But real quick, DXY is going down. This is, I would say it's bullish, but honestly, I'm not sure. I don't know if the DXY going up or down really affects Bitcoin and crypto as heavily. I mean, if the DXY is straight rocketing up, I mean, yeah, Bitcoin's going to lose value, but when is this? This is April 2018, so yeah, we go up until February 20. So essentially, the entire time Bitcoin bottomed, the DXY went up in value. So I'm not 100% positive the DXY going up or down means a lot. I mean, it could, but I'm not so certain on that. I mean, we have over here, what is this? October 20. Okay, this is where Bitcoin really topped out. So, okay, the DXY is going down, double tops here, but the DXY is going up now, and we know after May, so June, July, Bitcoin also went up. So I'm not too sure about that. I don't know if those are negatively correlated against each other. Right. Star of the show, it's Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I mean, I've tweeted about this. I've said it in my Discord. A lot of people know that I'm long-term bearish. I think we are experiencing a bear market. We are definitely not seeing the parabolic volume we had back here. Volume is going up as price is going up, extremely bullish. We had exhaustion up in this area where volume's going down as price is going up, and then we ultimately dump. We have this head and shoulders and then ultimately dump. Over here, we actually go up, but we have declining volume, which is, you know, to me, that's weird. I've never seen an all-time high of anything break with such low volume. We have discussed that there's a lot of spoofing in here. Tether printed over 20 billion stable coins, USDT. So I think some of this was spoofing. Not all of it, but some of it. Maybe even most of it. But all in all, it's really terrible volume here. This is not very bullish volume. On the daily, it's not terrible, but on the weekly, you know, it's not good by any means. But, you know, currently, weekly chart, let's look at moving averages. Not looking bullish. You know, being below the 50 weekly moving average, you know, we were below it here with low volume, went back above, now we closed below, now we're really below it. And if we really want to see a nice spike in this market, we need to break 48K. 48K is a big confluence on my 4-hour and my daily chart. But for now, I mean, weekly chart looks rough. It's definitely not looking, or at least starting to look like the bear market is about to play out. Going into the daily, you know, we have multiple daily closes now under the 200 moving average. We have a death cross, the 20 over the 200. We had a death cross over here, and we actually pumped. I'd say this is a lot of consolidation. Again, a double bottom, and we pump up. So does the death cross really mean we're going to nuke? I can't say so. I can't say so because it happened here, and we actually went up. But this is during a period of consolidation. I mean, this is also a period of consolidation. And just off, you know, my own personal experience, you know, you go down, you consolidate, you continue down, maybe you make a small move up, then you continue down. You know, this is over a month of consolidation. Usually when there's over a month of consolidation, a bullish pattern forms. And the bullish pattern I'm looking at is this double bottom. I mean, this is textbook double bottom. We're holding the 45.5K support. We're actually making higher lows on our daily candles here. And volume's going down. I mean, look at I like to look at the Binance chart for this, but look at volume. I mean, volume's going down as we're going down from this middle area, 52K. That's bullish. That is short-term to mid-term. I'd say more short-term bullish, for sure. We'll be mid-term bullish if we get above this, retest it, and then continue higher. But for now, I mean, if you're a swing trader like myself, this is an excellent setup. I mean, just risk-reward. I mean, you had a chance today, multiple chances. Even right now, you have a chance to buy a 10 to 20% portfolio amount. You know, I'm leaning more towards the 10%. I think I did 12 to 13%. And my stop is right below 45,500. It's like 45,200, I think. Because if we go any lower, it will nuke and absolutely fill this wick. You know, our next support line is 38 to 40K. So, you know, I think the risk reward is there. Either we fulfill this double bottom or we nuke and we get to buy lower. And as we know, buying lower is always a good thing. What's up, Bart? Cheese, what's up? Happy New Year, man. Always happy to see you here. It is a crab market indeed, at least right now. Man, we've got 75 people in the live stream. This is awesome. If you guys are new, happy to have you here. Feel free to join the Discord. It's below. The link is below. It's free. And with that said, so I want to go over something before I continue with more technical analysis. I've gotten a lot of DMs, both on Discord and Twitter, of people asking me to teach them how to trade. So I considered, I started getting the DMs a couple months ago, and I was like, I'm not ready. I'm not that big enough. I don't want people to think that I have this paid thing, and I'm one of those people that provides a paid service and I shill to people. That's not what I do. I'm totally against it. But thinking about it, there's a lot of people that don't know how to trade and they want to learn. And I think my system's profitable. I think the risk management portion is very much there. Do I win every single trade? No. Will you win every single trade? No. But it's definitely there, and I have enough confidence, at least now. I've almost got 5 years under my belt, and especially with crypto, which, is a decent amount of time considering crypto's only really been here for, 12, 13 years. So I've been here almost half the time. To me, I think this is a perfect opportunity to just teach people technical analysis, how to trade, whether it's dollar cost averaging, swing trading. I don't really scalp, but I can kind of teach you how to scalp. So I went ahead and created, or I'm in the process of creating both a trading course and just a separate little thing where we just discuss, possible trade setups, possible swing trades, what I'm looking at specifically. And I am going to charge for this because, I'm putting more of my time, my resources. I'm giving you guys a ton of value. I'm trying to give you the most value for your dollar, I guess. And, it's going to be 2 times a week, about an hour to 2 hours every the days I do it. So it'll be Tuesday, Thursday, 2 times a week, about an hour to 2 hours. And, I think it's a great opportunity if you want to learn how to trade, if you want to learn how to use indicators, if you want to learn my trading system, if you want to create your own trading system. I think it's very valuable. And, I'm always going to, prioritize that for sure. Will the Discord remain free? Absolutely. I'm still going to post what I post in Discord. But if you want to get the in-depth, advanced analysis or even the basic understanding, I need to sit down with you and teach you. This is my time. I think my time's valuable just like yours is. Eric Johnson says, learn me, sir. I'll absolutely teach everything I know. I have a platform ready. I have basically a general course outline ready to put in Discord. So if you're interested and you're not in Discord, join Discord. But if you're in the Discord, I'm going to post an announcement soon. I'll definitely tweet the announcement soon. But with that said, let's continue. So, I just got done talking about this potential double bottom. Part of the reason why I went with a 10 to 12 to 13% portfolio entry is because we're below the 50 weekly moving average, because we're below the 200 daily moving average. And these are both recent closes below. It's not like we closed below it 2 months ago and we're due for a pullback to the upside. We just closed below them. But the few things I do see on this is volumes actually going down as we're starting to come back down to support. This is a very strong support area. It's proven to be very strong support, and we need a lot of volume to get underneath it. AD says we're going to fill the wick. We could, has Bitcoin historically filled wicks? Absolutely. We filled this one. We've filled this one over here. But not all the time. There's this wick down. We didn't fill this. There's this wick. We didn't fill this. I mean, we definitely filled this wick. We went way below it. But, you can't just go off one thing. I'd say if volume was going up on the daily as we're going down, yeah, we're definitely going to fill that wick for sure. But, it's not looking as bad as it sounds. And we also bounced pretty nicely. I'm going to go over more depth and more detail on the hourly charts, but so far, so good. The daily's got about an hour before close. Excuse me. We have about an hour before close, and we're very much above the support level. This is really good. Unless we nuke in the next hour, I very much assume that this will play out, or at least we'll get a nice bounce to 48K. With that said, 48K has acted as a medium-term or short-term resistance. What we need to see is price to get over 48K, possibly retest, and then continue over 52K. If we get over 52K, this double bottom is confirmed, and we are medium-term bullish for sure. Again, great swing trade setup opportunity. You could have bought down here. You could buy a little bit more here, and you can go big on a 52K daily close. Personally, I like to wait for a 4-hour close before I start buying, but just in case, we just break and moon. But for the most part, it's looking pretty good right now. I'm not going to lie. I got $20 on it. What do you have $20 on? Oh, $20 on it filling the wick? I mean, it could. It could. I mean, it could definitely. But, it doesn't always do it. So the Fox says, Roman, you are better than any moon bit by bit paid YouTuber out there. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And like I said, this is a service that I'm giving you essentially like mentorship. I'm teaching you. I'm with you. I'm speaking to you. It's almost like extra live streams, and I'm specifically focused on you and your portfolio, like the psychological aspects of trading. I'm teaching you all the things that I've learned over the last couple of years. I'm teaching you how to build a system. I mean, again, I'm not going to give you trading setups, but I will share my setups and what I'm viewing, like I do with the Discord in general. But I can go into more detail. It's more detailed analysis. It's more detailed mentorship. It's in my opinion, if I was learning or trying to learn trading, I think it's worth it. But that's just my opinion. Obviously, I'm going to support my own program. But okay, let's look at some more stuff. On the daily, I've been recently introduced to this badass Bollinger Bands. It looks crazy. Looks like a giant rainbow, which I'm not a fan of. But essentially, when you're squeezing, so when you're done sloping down and you're now squeezing and going straight, a move is being made. A move to the upside or downside is most likely going to happen next, which is obvious because we're now going sideways and squeezing. So if we're squeezing, a deciding move is going to happen. We're either going to go up or we're going to go down. If we go down, we get to buy lower. If we go up, our swing trade's looking really good. I mean, buy support, sell resistance, or short resistance and take profit on support. It'll be a slow downtrend to fill the wick. I mean, it very much could. I'm not doubting that for sure. Yo, what up, Andrew? How's it going, man? Always nice to see you in here, too. But let's look at Ichimoku. Yeah, I mean, same thing. To get back into the cloud, we need to break 52K. I mean, we're below it. It's not looking great. But again, it's not looking horrible. There's going to be plenty of indicators that I'm going to pull out that scream bearish. And with that said, just because there's a couple of indicators that are bearish doesn't mean there aren't a couple that aren't bullish. Looking at KC again, our middle KC line, which would really put us, short to mid-term bullish, right about 48K. So if we can really break 48K, very, very good. Very good. Bollinger Bands, I mean, again, the midline, 48K. 48K, some serious resistance. All right. With that said, let's look at some hourly charts. I kind of skipped over them, but here we go. So MACD curling to the downside, but honestly, this is more squeezing for me. Our moving averages are going sideways, which means that the move down doesn't exactly have a ton of momentum to the downside. It's not looking horrible. Again, volume very, very low on this touch of support. We have a nice wick here. I mean, this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to see today. If this candle would have been full here, could have gotten ugly very fast. But we bounced. We're looking decent. We need to get above 48K though to really have some nice confidence with this. Looking at the 1 hour, same thing. Our moving average is definitely squeezing. Yes, short term we had that sell off, but again, looking at volume here. Whoops. Looking at volume here, very, very low volume. I mean, on an hourly, it looks like a lot, but zoom out. Very, very low volume. It needed to get followed up by a big red candle to really break this area of support. And again, we're still bouncing pretty decently. I mean, I'd be shocked if this thing doesn't continue to the upside. We also have a nice double bottom. It's not perfect. I would like to see more like this, but it is a double bottom. We are making this nice W. We need to get above 48K to be short-term bullish. All right, with that said, I want to look at a 12-hour. I totally skipped that, but 12-hour, still. I wouldn't say this is crazy low volume, but we're going to look at the Binance chart. Binance has the most volume, at least that I find on TradingView. And again, very low volume. Very, very much low volume. This is very much short-term bullish, especially if we get above 48K again. No rainbows, please. Yeah, no more rainbows. It just makes things more confusing. I got dry throat from talking so much. Right, let's look at dominance. You know, I've talked about what we need for Bitcoin to get short, medium, and long-term bullish. Let's look at dominance. So dominance, oh man, we have closed or about to close a daily candle. Oh man, I hate this drawing tool. We're about to close a daily candle below our support. This is really good for alts. If you're an altcoin connoisseur, this is good for you. This is what you want to see. You want to see a big red candle here. That means that the bull market will most likely continue, or the bull market will most likely continue. I have no idea what to call this now because we're not breaking all-time highs, but definitely very bullish for alts, bullish for Ethereum, definitely very bullish for these small cap coins. Like I'm seeing Atom, I'm seeing One, I'm seeing Algo. These things are ripping to the upside, and I think that's a telltale sign that this market is starting to heat back up. And possibly, you know, again, when we say break all-time highs, we're talking Bitcoin breaking all-time highs. Do I think Bitcoin will break all-time highs? No, I don't think Bitcoin's going to break all-time high. Could it? Sure. You know, we need to get above 60K. Like I said, we need to maintain all-time high. If we break weekly above 60K with nice volume, you know, 70, 80, 90, 100K, definitely in the picture. But, you know, I'd like to see the volume follow up for sure. So Bitcoin dominance, like I said, looking decent for you altcoin guys. Again, we're starting to get below support. Real quick, Ethereum. I kind of redid my Ethereum chart. I had seen this line, and it looks more consistent than the line I had drawn here because we have like bounce, a breakdown, and then we kind of like dance on it, and then we break down again. But the one thing I do see is, again, this kind of double bottom pattern. It's not as clean, though. I'd like to see this low higher, but we could bounce up, make a higher low, and then continue higher and make a true double bottom pattern. But the one thing I do notice for Ethereum is we're going down with lower volume, which is bullish price action, believe it or not. I'd like to see us get back above 4K within the next week or two. That'd be really, really good for the other altcoins. That'd be really good for Ethereum in general. I'll just draw some simple support and resistance lines here. So obviously 4K, and then ultimately, you know, getting above 4.2 to 4.4, even like 5K area. Definitely need to do that for Ethereum. Yeah, FTM is definitely ripping. I've seen that as well. Not gonna negate that. Yeah, and CRV's been ripping. So yeah, all these small cap coins, I mean, they've been ripping. And usually when the altcoins start ripping again, when alts start outperforming Bitcoin, which we're seeing on Bitcoin dominance, this means that the bull market is still on. We know when Bitcoin's outperforming alts, it generally means we're in a bear market. And for now, the altcoins are definitely outperforming Bitcoin. I mean, just shown by dominance. But yeah, for Ethereum, I'm not really going to look at the hourly charts. I could pull up a 4-hour, but overall, definitely holding this support line. You know, this is a retest of support here, just like this is. And looking decent. If we break below this, definitely not a good sign for Ethereum and altcoins alike. But the 4-hour. The 4-hour, I mean, a little iffy. You know, we have a weird double bottom here. We got above, and then we didn't really retest the neckline. But it looks like we're trying to get back above. You know, like I said, we kind of have to wait and see with Ethereum. I'd like to see it get above 4K, anything above 4K, and it's most likely going to rip. Any thoughts on DOT? Yeah, I can go over DOT. So DOT, yeah, I mean, excuse me, not the best looking chart. I mean, we have a big run up, so we go from $10 to 55, 5x. We come down, you know, big sell off. We have a dead cat bounce, and now we're starting to go up. Price action is not looking bad on the movement up. I would prefer to see a pattern, but we are seeing a higher low. Higher low is good. Still lower highs overall. DOT needs to get above, you know, the $30 to $32 resistance, and I think, you know, it could definitely rip. But for now, I mean, we just got off a 5x. We dumped, you know, DOT's probably going to do some of this before it goes up, if it does go up. Let's see, what else? What other altcoins do I want to look at? Let's look at ADA. Why not? Talked about this a lot. You know, just looking at the lines that I have drawn, we need to get above 1.48, 1.5 area. It's acted as resistance before. You know, higher low again, but still lower highs. Still kind of in between the bearish and bullish case, but again, not looking terrible. Not looking terrible at all. Bitcoin's still bouncing, very solid. Can I look at Luna? Sure. The problem with Luna is it's kind of in a parabolic run, but we're kind of I feel like we're kind of towards the end because volume's going down as we're going back up now. And we also just saw essentially a 17x. I don't know if Luna will continue running. It definitely could, you know, I'm not going to rule that out. But if we're going to continue running, I think some consolidation needs to happen. We definitely have some divergence here. But overall, I mean, not looking bad. Look at a weekly. Yeah, I mean, wow. This thing has really ran. I mean, 33x from the bottom in July. I mean, this is a parabolic advance. Absolutely. But my problem with it is, you know, when something's at the top, you don't want to buy it. You want to buy it close to the bottom. Could it continue running? Maybe. But, you know, if you're looking to buy Luna, in my opinion, I'd look at another alt. I'd look at an altcoin that, like Ethereum, that's been chilling and hasn't really ripped as hard as something like Luna. Maybe one. But again, one had a parabolic advance and I think might be in distribution. Maybe even XRP. XRP's been going sideways since April and could definitely run. It's got a nice higher low here, but still a lower highs overall. We really need to get over the dollar threshold for XRP. I'm going to look at, oh, Lunatic. What's up, man? How's it going? I want to know what's happening with Sol. Yeah, I'll look at Solana. Why not? So Solana, I mean, again, kind of had a parabolic advance. I mean, definitely had a parabolic advance. Went up a ton. Holy crap. Yeah, this thing has just ran. I'd like to see some more sideways movement for Solana. I think this line is wrong, and it's probably like this. I'd like to see this get above 175 and continue higher. But again, this looks really much like like it already had its run. I mean, some sideways action could definitely be at play here. I mean, we've technically been going sideways since September. Could this be a cool off? Absolutely. We do have some divergences here. It looks like they've kind of played out with this drop. Solana could keep going for sure. For sure. But real quick, guys, I have to keep this live stream kind of short. I've got dinner at 7, so I got to get out of here in like 20, 30 minutes. So before I take any more questions, I just want to go over what my thoughts were on Bitcoin today and what my thoughts are now. So if you guys are aware, I did long here around the 45, 46K area. I think 46 even was my average. I got some above 46 and then some below 46. I ended up selling around 47.4, 47.3. 48K was resistance. Unfortunately, I was asleep when we went above 48K briefly, or touched 48K briefly, but I saw bearish price action, so I took profit. I figured we were going to touch 46K again, possibly make a double bottom here and continue higher. It also allowed me to really break even on the swing trade if it does fail, if we do go below 45.5. But as you guys know, I mean, 45.5 has acted as support for the last month. I mean, it's been pretty strong, and I don't believe, with this volume, I don't believe it's going to go any lower. I mean, unless a ton of volume comes in tonight, I really think this is going to bounce. Do AVAX. All right, I'll do AVAX. See AVAX. So AVAX, yeah, another coin that kind of already had a parabolic advance. I mean, could it continue higher? Sure. But this coin went up 2,000%. That's 20x. It's a lot. I mean, could it continue higher? Sure. But it looks like some sideways movements at play. Again, I would seriously consider looking at coins that haven't gone up a ton. I think Litecoin is one of them. Let's look at Litecoin. Yeah, Litecoin, I mean, textbook double bottom. Similar to Bitcoin. Looks really good as a swing trade setup. Definitely in the cards for a nice run up. Again, bullish price action right here, zooming in. At least short term, as we're going down, volume's going down, we have a beautiful double bottom here. I mean, if you're looking for an altcoin gain, possibly Litecoin. Litecoin could be the play. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not. I would look for the coins that have not ripped yet. Litecoin, let's see, QNT maybe? But QNT had a big QNT is not bad. It had a big parabolic advance, big retrace, higher low. Definitely looking decent. Not terrible. Let me see. BNB. BNB is another one. We've gone sideways since May of last year, May 2021. We've essentially, similar to Ethereum, we've gone down with lower volume. We're holding a big support line here. Again, another textbook double bottom here. BNB looks prime for a pump as long as Bitcoin remains above 45,500. Do VRA? Yeah, I'll do VRA real quick. VRA. Oh, wow. This looks good. So, yeah, VRA, similar to Litecoin. Definitely seeing a double bottom here. Setup, at least. Not confirmed. It'll confirm when it gets above 0.042. But definitely a nice double bottom setup. Wow, I wish I saw this before I bought Bitcoin. This and Litecoin. But, yeah, it definitely looks solid. I mean, as an altcoin play, volume's going down as we're approaching our support level again. Right about, in this area. Looks really solid. Looks really solid. It looks like it also filled its lower wicks here. This is looking prime, for sure. For sure. Can I check Sol? Yeah, I'll check Sol. I've never heard of this coin, though. Sol, I mean, yeah, same what I've said with the other coins. Kind of already did a parabolic advance. Kind of looks like a double top, in my opinion. I mean, we have a big wick here. I don't know if this thing will run anymore. It looks a little exhausted. We have some serious divergence between MACD and RSI, bearish divergence. Divergence meaning we have a top here. We have another top here with MACD way below the previous area. Again, RSI starting to slope down. Bearish divergence all the way. I would look at a coin that hasn't popped yet. Inverse head and shoulders. Look at HNT. Yeah, I'll do HNT. HNT, yeah, another coin that, again, has gone parabolic already. I don't think I need to cover this as in depth, but recently we've gone up with lower volume. Looks exhausted. Looks like we're making a higher low and even a double top here. This looks like a double top. It'll validate below 35. So, again, guys, the point I'm trying to provide for all of you is look for the coins that haven't popped, have a bullish setup, and, that's where you're going to make your money. The coins that have already run and have been green the last couple weeks, they're usually going to go sideways and down. Switch over to those other coins. Let's even look at MANA. MANA, again, gone sideways. It doesn't really look like a double bottom. We also broke below this support line I had drawn from the last stream. Not crazy bearish yet, but definitely not great. We have some serious divergences here. Lower highs, higher low, so not terrible. Could it rip? Sure. But I'd like to see this thing go sideways for a little bit longer and then maybe rip. Yeah, please look at CSPR. Sure. Wow, CSPR. Yeah, kind of another double bottom setup. Not as clean as some of the other coins, but we get over this 0.1375 area, which has acted as a medium term resistance. Definitely gonna flip back to bullish. So what you'd want to see again, flip, come back down, go up, and then the next resistance is 0.21 up here, which has acted as resistance in the past. Do ENJ. I think I have Engine Coin. I think. So ENJ, not bad, but again, another coin that's really gone parabolic. 84x. I mean, yeah, I mean, it looks good, because we've kind of gone sideways. We're definitely going sideways here. Could this go up? Sure. But overall, I mean, lower high, higher lows, kind of in that I don't know what's going on stage. No real pattern yet. I mean, possibly a cup and handle, but overall, I mean, I would look for another coin. I wouldn't be so sure about this. FTM I can do real quick too. Yeah, FTM, it's running upwards, but with lower, like super low volume. We do have some, we had divergence here, which caused a sell-off. Not looking bad, but you're definitely above resistance. If you wanted to buy this, you should have probably bought it above 2.6. Are those the little beeps in your? Yeah, those beeps are trading view alerts. So sorry about that. I tried to get rid of them. If they keep going off, my apologies. But yeah, those are alerts that tell me where the price is, specifically with Bitcoin, because as much as great as it is that alts are going up and you can make some serious money with alts, if Bitcoin nukes, especially at this level, especially with how the moving averages work, it doesn't matter how good the altcoins look. They're going to get absolutely wrecked. So in my opinion, I'm sticking with Bitcoin and Ethereum. I did buy a little bit of Ethereum right before the live stream. I actually added more to my Ethereum holding. Will I hold it long? I don't know. But, overall, I'm kind of sticking with Bitcoin and Ethereum here until they start breaking some bigger levels. Okay, I'll do Link and XLM because I've seen them requested a couple times, and then I'm going to answer any questions you guys have about specifically Bitcoin. Yeah, sorry for the short stream today. I've got dinner with my parents at 7 and it's 6:30, so I've got to go. I've got to go shower and whatnot in about 10 to 15 minutes. So okay, I'll do XLM and Link. XLM, yeah, looking like a nice little double bottom-ish pattern below macro support, or what has been macro support. We had a bounce here, a breakdown, a retest. We're kind of retesting this area of horizontal resistance at around 0.31. If we can flip 0.31, bullish midterm for sure. But we need to get above this blue line to really be back to our uptrend. Could this blue line be wrong? Sure, it could. But overall, still making lower highs, but we made one higher low here, which is fairly positive. So with that said, I'm going to do Link real quick. And then if you guys want to go ahead and put any questions for Bitcoin, I'll answer them real quick. And then I got to get out of here. Link. So Link, yeah, similar to XLM, looking like a nice little double bottom. Oh, we're actually above resistance. Okay, that's great. We have bullish price action on these last 3 bars. This would be a good swing trade entry or add-on if you're swing trading this. This is over a medium-term resistance. The next one is probably at 32. I can't guarantee it will go up 50% to 32, or 40% to 32. But overall, looking decent. Definitely looking stronger than a lot of the other altcoins. Definitely doing making some midterm bullish action. Link, totally solid. Like this chart. This is a good example of a breakout. We have nice volume, and overall looks pretty good. Yeah, all right. I'll do Matic quick just because I know people like Matic. So Matic, I've seen a lot of tweets about Matic. It broke our macro resistance and is probably coming down to retest. This will probably retest this area and then continue higher. again, Matic's one of those coins that already went parabolic. It did a 184x. Like, this is something that popped off from the bottom, and I don't know if it'll go much higher. I mean, we have some bearish divergences up in here on the weekly. On the daily, again, we have flipped this resistance. I'd even argue maybe it's here. So we're flipping this just because this acted as resistance, and same over here. So we reject. Now we're above and retesting. So Matic could be a really solid trade if you're looking at Matic. Retesting prior resistance and confirming as support is definitely bullish. Definitely bullish. Does the quickness of coins recovery give credence to overall strength? It depends on the coin, really, and it depends on the other macro factors in play. I don't want to say that something recovering very quickly means its overall strength is good. That coin could be used as a pump and dump. That coin could just be getting pumped by retail because it had some recent news. That coin could just be, maybe the way, like a bunch of whales just recently bought for, again, a pump and dump or a shill. It's hard to tell, but if you're looking for altcoin entries specifically, look for the coins that aren't near their tops. Look at the coins that are forming these double bottom patterns, specifically Link right now, specifically Litecoin right now. Even Ethereum isn't looking too bad. So for me, if I'm looking at coin entries, you want to buy things that are showing bullish setups and not completing their bullish setups, or possibly completing, because ultimately, you don't want to buy a top, because if you buy a top and you're wrong, where's your next support line? You want to buy on support and hold until resistance, or hold until, we possibly break resistance, and then maybe add more to your position. Hopefully that makes sense. So Dick says, should I hold Bitcoin or sell it now? So for me, holding it, like, are you holding it for a longer term period of time, or are you just trading it? If you're just trading it, not a bad trading setup. We have a really good looking double bottom setup here. It's not confirmed, and it won't be confirmed until 52K is broken. But overall, it looks pretty good. It's not bad. I'm not going to sit here and say this is a bad setup, but overall, if you're holding it, I don't know if I'd hold it knowing what the weekly looks like, knowing that we have these giant divergences here. But overall, if you're looking to trade, definitely a good trade setup for sure. And I'm definitely leaning far more bearish long-term than right now. But if we can break all-time high, if we can get above 60K with good volume, that's definitely a very positive sign. So hopefully that helps you guys. I'm sorry to keep the stream quick. I've got a couple things going on. I had a really busy day today. I had to get a lot done. I'm also, building that trading school program and all the applications for it. I've gotten a lot of interest. I posted it today and yesterday. I talked about it yesterday in the Discord, and you guys have shown enough interest where I think it's worthwhile to pursue. And with that said, I'm going to do everything in my power to give you exactly what you deserve, and you deserve honest analysis. You deserve the truth, essentially, and you deserve someone that's going to care. And, I care about you guys. I care about the people that are in my Discord. I'm trying to help your portfolios. I don't want to shill on you. I'll never do that. And, it's ultimately up to you. If you're wanting to learn how to trade, if you're a new trader and you want to learn how to trade, I think it's definitely worth your time. If you're an experienced trader but you want to understand how divergences work, or how specifically price action works, or how other indicators work, maybe you just join for a little while, see how it goes, see if it improves. It's definitely a trial and error thing. I'm new to being a teacher. I'm not a teacher. I've never been a teacher. I didn't go to school to be a teacher, but running this Discord, doing these live stream, answering your guys' questions, doing some of the late night calls and teaching TA, I'm confident in my ability to deliver a program that will increase your win rate trading. Now, am I right all the time? No. Do indicators perform the way we want them to all the time? Absolutely not. We could have some news come in that completely nukes the market, or we could have some news come in that completely pumps the market when it looks bearish. I mean, not all indicators are telltale signs, but with that said, I'm just trying to do my best to get you to where you need to be to have success trading, because honestly, swing trading in this market, it's very easy to be successful. With that said, it's very hard to get lost in all of these different indicators and all these different aspects. You know, I try to keep it simple and try and keep it clean. You know, I'm a support and resistance trader with price action and a couple other indicators, and realistically, that's all you need. That's all you need. Bart, hey man, anytime. Always happy to help. Always happy to teach people. For those new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. Unfortunately, my headset just died, so I don't hear the notification, but thank you for all the overall support. And everyone that's replied or given me feedback on the potential, or what is now going to be implemented, the trading school, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Your input has been received, and I am taking it in. Thank you so much. And with all that said, I'm going to post an announcement probably tomorrow. I'm building the layout of the school. It will most likely start next month. You know, I don't want to charge a bunch of people money, a month's worth of trading school, and we just started the month and it's new and I'm still developing it, but it will most likely start in February. I might start a little earlier and see if I can like cut back the rate or something through Patreon. Again, I don't know if I mentioned it, but you'd sign up through Patreon. It'll be live, but I am going to record the lessons and leave them up there. So if you paid for the trading school or the trading whatever, I'm calling it, you will be able to see those videos. So let's say, you know, if I do it at 7 p.m. in the Eastern time zone in the United States and you're in Europe and you're asleep, don't feel like you can't participate in this, because I'm going to leave the videos up. There's a separate chat. There's a separate question box specifically for you guys to ask me questions and ask me anything, especially giving you more of my time and more of my resources. So definitely check it out if you're interested. I definitely think it's going to be worth your time. With all that said, if you wouldn't mind, you know, liking and subscribing, especially if you're new, I'd really appreciate it. It helps the stream a ton. It helps me get my name out there. The undeniable support you guys have shown so far, amazing. I really do appreciate it. And with all that said, please, please, please be patient, use risk management, and good luck trading.